That was a close one with Mr. Sharkey there. Well, here we go, and welcome to my collection room and the collection room tour of 2025. It took me a while to rebuild the collection back up, but I'm here now. So here we go, my fellow collectors. All the cases and display tables are all custom made. I went with the custom room so that I could maximize the room that I had to display. On this wall, I have 44 by 30 by 18.5 inch table and two 18.5 by 18.5 by 24.5 inch stackable case towers. All the lights I have installed myself. On this wall here, I have a custom drawn 18 by 24 inch King Hulk warlord. It was inspired by the statues that I own or have owned, along with some XM prints at the top here, framed in 18 by 12 inch picture frames. I call this the Wilson's table for obvious reasons. Here we have the original OG Deadpool ghetto Heisman I had made back in 2009. I saw the original faux bronze that has been painted from a collector on Facebook. I lost that one in my divorce. He got it and painted it. That one in mine, and mine were the only two ever made. Don't like it that he got it, but that's how the cookie crumbles. I had this King Hulk custom framed with non-reflective acrylic so that you can't even see me standing in front while I'm filming. The comics on the side, I figured would be a nice touch to even out this display and pay homage to the creation of this character. Almost forgot to mention, all custom artwork was done by Brian Romero, aka BryArts98 on all socials. Wasn't sure when, or if I was ever going to get the chance to display these XM prints. I'm definitely happy that I was able to figure out a way to get them up on the wall. I really like the nameplates from back in the day with Sideshow's legendary scale bust. I decided to go with these 3D printed nameplates throughout my entire collection. I just think it adds a little different flavor to your collection. One of these days, I hope to acquire an exclusive Sabertooth and Gambit premium format. Around the time that I got back into collecting, the exclusives had been sold out. I feel that we pay all this money for these statues, and we should be able to view them from all angles, which is the main reason that I got all my cases made with mirror backing. It also gave me a good way to hide all the wiring from the lighting too. I like to call this the artsy corner of the room. Here's another piece from Bly Arts 98. An 11 by 17 half Dr. Doom and Thanos that I like to call Infinite Doom. This is one of those pieces that made it over from my old collection. The Silver Surfer 10 material artwork. I've had this for a long time now, glad they found a place to display it. Next up is Sideshow's first print Thanos on Throne artwork. I thought that it worked well on this side of the wall for that galactic theme that I was going for with Dr. Doom, Silver Surfer, and Galactus. All these are custom acrylic print from my personal photography collection. This first one is a 25 by 17 acrylic print that I like to call For the Brotherhood. This 25 by 14 acrylic print is one of my favorite shots that I took of this statue. I felt that it conveys so much power and presence. One of my favorites by far. I call this one the Death Stare. This is a 20 by 30-inch silhouette acrylic print of the Riddler. I call this one Riddle Me This, Riddle Me That. Let me back out so that you can get one more glimpse of this corner as a whole. I'm really satisfied how this corner has turned out. Most everything in this corner just came together organically as I started to add things to this wall. This is probably my favorite part of the collection room. I took the 3 doors off this closet because this would give me the most room to display some of the bigger statues that I have in my collection. The closet holds some of my bigger cases. 2 24 by 36 inch cases, and the middle case being 28 by 36 inches. All the ambient bases are 3 inches in height. I've also added lighting inside the closet railing so that the statues that sit on top of the cases have some display lighting. The closet shelving also has puck-style lights to highlight the single statues that bookend the shelf like the Riddler statue. I didn't want any of the lighting to overly interfere with each type of display going on within the closet. On this wall, the case towers and table are a little different than the other wall. The top and bottom cases are 18.5 by 18.5 by 24.5, and the middle case has the same measurement except the height, which is 26.5 inches tall. table on this wall is 18.5 by 30 by 50 inches wide, whereas the other table is a bit smaller in width at 44 inches, but all other measurements are the same. Here's another piece that was done by Brian Romero. The 36 by 24, Fisk and Foes of Hell's Kitchen. I would have to say this is my favorite out of the three that he did for me. There's only one thing that I would change about this piece if I could do it again. That would be to have Spider-Man swinging off one of the buildings in the background. I got the idea for this piece from Sideshow's Last Punisher and Iron Studios' Daredevil. The Wilson Fisk came from a custom that was made. I don't buy many customs, but if someone wants to sell their Kingpin, I'm all ears. Here's that Daredevil from Iron Studios that I was referring to previously. In the artwork, all that was changed. The stained glass behind Daredevil on the statue was made full in the artwork. The disc plate metal poster of Carnage #8 comic is one of my favorite covers of Carnage, and he has a lot of comic cover art that I like. I wanted to add these Funko Pops to the collection just to give the collection more variety. Most all the Funkos that I own are statues that I own as well. I'm still waiting on Sideshow to give us an Omega Red on these days. Fingers crossed. This sideshow Hulk legacy print was perfect for tying in all the different variation Hulks that I have in my collection. Just like all the other custom framings that I have, you have to really like the non-reflective acrylic glass. Well, with the showing of this last 20 by 20 by 30 case, that brings an end to this collection room tour of 2025. I hope that you have liked, and I'll see you around on the forums. I'll give you one last pan of the room, but I'm out. Happy collecting, my fellow collectors.